Keeping Up with Japan. I am Hiroa Aisaku.
I am Aka Takahashi.
I am Atsuo Hiramori.
And I am Choki Daiji.
Keeping Up with Japan reports all of the best news and the best facts.
First up, Japanese government.
Prince Shotoku recently adopted new government ideas from China.
He also brought the religion known as Buddhism into Japanese culture.
Adding on, Japan's emperors have loose control of the government and depended on local leaders, whereas China's emperors were the sole rulers and ruled with the help of bureaucracy of government officials.
So, Prince Shotoku created the 17-article constitution to make sure all of Japanese emperors had full control over their empire.
Now, Japanese imperial government was much like China's.
However, even though Prince Shotoku had government officials chosen based on their ability,
a powerful aristocracy developed in Japan.
As a result, members of noble families held all the high positions in the government.
Breaking news! Another news story has been uncovered.
There has been a change in social order because of Prince Shotoku's idea.
The social order is now the emperor, shogun, daimyo, samurai, peasants, and craftspeople at the bottom.
Craftspeople include merchants and artisans, who are now below peasants.
That's enough for now. We interrupt our news for a brief commercial. Coming up, there will be an interview between reporter Hiroa Aisaku and a samurai from Yoritomo's group. Ugh, I'm so tired of having to eat the same exact thing every day. I wish I could have something new to eat for a change.
Well, I have something that can help.
What?
Sushi. Delicious and nutritious. This sushi can get you out of any dilemma. Let's try it.
Yum!
That was really good.
Let's get more sushi!
Sushi makes a great meal for any day of the week. Buy your first pack for only 1,000 yen. First 10 people to buy our sushi will get another one free. Go to 71342 Rise Street to buy your pack of sushi today.
And we are back from a short break with a special guest.
Yes, we have been able to grab a samurai from Shogun Minamoto Yoritomo's army.
Let's see what Hiroa and the samurai have been up to.
We are here with our samurai. Samurai?
Huh? What?
What were you doing just now?
I was meditating. It is a part of our Buddhism religion.
Why do you meditate?
It cleans the mind and soothes the soul. We have much to think about in the war, so meditating calms us down and sharpens our minds.
Why would you need to calm yourself down again?
In the war, we must die at all costs unless we are victorious. If we are captured, we must commit suicide to honor our daimyo and not act in selfishness.
Why not just hide or run away? Just because your daimyo told you to die for him doesn't mean you always have to.
It is a part of our code, Bushido, that we must always honor our daimyo, even if that means we have to give up our lives. We live by a code where we would rather die honorably than to run away and become a coward.
Then why not go back home, away from the war?
Even if we did manage to run away and go back home, the daimyo would seek us out and we would have to commit seppuku or suicide in front of everybody. The difference is that one is less humiliating.
In that case, why continue to become a samurai if you knew what the cost might be?
The samurai is a part of the upper class. In different wars, people become samurai to improve their ranking in society. Plus, we cannot just quit being a samurai. We must live by honorable code, and no one can take us off that path.
All right then, thank you for your time, and enjoy your meditation.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Back to you.
Next up, Japanese calligraphy and painting.
Japanese wrote calligraphy with brushes and ink on paper.
People who wrote calligraphy were called calligraphers.
Calligraphers suggested different meanings by varying the sizes and shapes of characters.
Typical Japanese designs depicted landscapes, historical events, and daily life.
Hold on a moment.
We interrupt with an important debate between Minamoto Yoritomo and Prince Shotoku.
To a very special debate between two Japanese rulers, Minamoto Yoritomo and Prince Shotoku. Here's how this will work. I will ask a question and Minamoto will answer first. Then, after he calmly speaks his mind, Prince Shotoku will then go, "Winner gets bragging rights." Alright, shall we begin?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, here's the first question. What did you do to improve Japan? Minamoto, you are first.
In 1185, I seized power of Japan and I led a new era in which military leaders controlled Japan instead. It made us all strong.
Well, I'm not sure that was for the better. but it must have been pretty hard to do that. Next, Prince Chitoku.
Well, I took new ideas about government from China to change ways in Japan.
Wow, very good. How about another great achievement? I'm sure you have a lot to choose from, Minamoto.
I started military government by shoguns. Also, my warriors are great because I regarded them with appointments to office and land grants.
Interesting. What great things did your warriors accomplish?
We inherited Buddhism and Confucian.
But you mostly pushed Confucian.
Correct.
Okay, Prince Chitoku, what is another great achievement you have accomplished?
Well, I issued some guidelines which stated that the emperor was a sole ruler.
Ah, I see. Why did you choose to make the emperor the sole ruler?
Well, in China, the emperor rules over the whole country alone, and I wanted to bring that here too, since we pretty much have the same government as China. I felt it was unfair for us to rule with others and not alone.
Very good. Well, that's it for now. I think we can all agree that you guys are both very good rulers. You have different talents, and that makes each of you better at different tasks. We can't really say who's better because it's a tie. That's it, folks. I'm Aka Takahashi, reporting from Keeping Up with Japan. Next up, a short commercial.
I'm so tired of having a crappy sword. I'm scared that one day an enemy with a sword better than mine will come and defeat me. I need a better quality and affordable sword.
Wow, look no further. The Samurai X sword is the sword for you. Only for 10,000 yen. Available at your local marketplace.
Wow, all my problems have been solved. Thank you, kind stranger.
Whoa, don't get too carried away. Another happy customer. And you can be the next one. Get your Samurai X sword today. Ha!
Hello, viewers. Today we're going to be interviewing a hardworking farmer from a small village. Let's meet our interviewee.
Konnichiwa.
Here she is, Farmer Osaka, here from us from Village Otaru. So, tell us, what's it like being a farmer? Why?
It's actually pretty tough. I'm working all day, all night, all week. I barely get any rest, or profit for that matter.
I see. What's the toughest crop to grow in your opinion? The hardest crop to grow? Why?
It mainly depends on the weather conditions and the demand of a certain crop. I'd rate the difficulty of the amount of energy needed for harvesting and the time taken to grow.
Interesting. Please, tell us, are you fond of the profit received from your work?
Absolutely not. I'm outraged by the amount of work I pour into my job and how little I get paid. I can barely make a living off of feeding the entire population.
It must be hard living as a farmer. I'll be asking the last question now. Why have you chosen to be a farmer out of all the possibilities of a job? Did you happen to know about the low paycheck?
I've chosen life as a farmer mainly because of the honor and the purposeful duty. I feel proud to be feeding the people of my country despite the low paycheck. Speaking of paychecks, I did not know it would be that low. The emperor is greedier than I thought. Nonetheless, I still enjoy the honor.
Alright folks, that wraps up this interview. Thank you very much for your valued time. Farmer, we will definitely try and come back to you in future times. Back to you, Haruo.
Thank you. Next up, rules of etiquette. We Japanese like to be very polite, so we came up with some rules to do just that.
We have 3 rules we're going to share today. First rule, no eating with your hands.
Chogi daji.
We were just explaining to the people how we should not eat food with our hands.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Anyway, our second rule is probably the most important rule.
Oh, yes, very important.
The second rule is to always cover your mouth while yawning.
Aka Takahashi?
Oh yes, I'm very sorry about that. I don't know what came over me.
That's not okay, but I forgive you.
Me too.
Me 3.
And finally, our last rule is the hardest.
Oh yes, very hard.
Our last rule is to not sleep during the day.
It's very hard because we work so much and we got very tired.
Hold on just a minute.
Atsuno Hiramori!
Huh?
Remember our last rule? No sleeping during the day.
No, not really. Let me just sleep a little bit more.
No, you must not sleep during the day!
Fine.
And that pretty much sums up our important rules.
That's it for the last time. Here at Keeping Up with Japan.
Here she is. Farmer.
Konnichiwa. Today we're here with this samurai.
We must die at all costs unless we are victorious. If we are captured, we must commit suicide to honor our daimyo
Why not just hide
and not act in selfishness.
I believe I can.
What the heck? Bloopers, here I come.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Today we're here with this samurai. Samurai?
My foot is dying. My foot is dying. Oh, my foot is dying.
Can this be a blooper? Keep it a blooper.
This is a blooper, honey.
Yeah, sure.
You better put that in bloopers.
And now all 3 periods is gonna
Like my makeup? Good.
This is the worst possible
Get up!
thing are doing this, Amelia. No. What about the other one?
Going in bloopers.
Hello viewers, welcome to a very special debate between 2 Japanese rulers, Minamoto Yoritomo and Prince Shitoku. Here's how this will work. I will ask a question and Minamoto will answer first. After he calmly speaks his mind, Prince Shitoku will then go. Winner gets bragging rights. Alright? Shall we begin?
Yeah, you got Nikki laughed.
Hello viewers, welcome to a very
Stop! Shush, please!
Hello viewers, welcome to a very
Welcome to Keeping Up with Japan. I am Ruo Aisaku.
I am Aka Takahashi.
And I am Haruo. Well, I'm sorry.
Stroking my non-existent beard.
Go.
Haruo Aisaku and a samurai from Yoritomo's group. Thank you. Next up, rules of etiquette.
We Japanese like to be very polite, so we came up with some rules to do just that.
We have 3 rules we're going to share today. First rule, no eating with your hands.
Excuse me, Choki Daiji.
Huh?
Wait.
Sit down.
Wait. 3.
Thank you. Next up, rules of etiquette.
We Japanese like to be very polite, so we came up with some rules to do.
That's not okay, but I forgive you.
Me too.
Me 3.
And finally, the last rule is the hardest.
Oh yes, very hard.
It's very hard because I'm sorry, I didn't know I was right after.
Come on!
Mine's
Oh, and Alexander,
What?
show us like a signal when you zoom in so I know when
No,
you
he's not zooming in. It's just normal.
I did
Oh,
zoom
not?
in though.
Well, whatever.
Oh yes, I'm very sorry about that. I didn't know what came over me.
That's not okay, but I forgive you.
Me too.
Me 3.
Oh yes, I was reading
Thank you.
and we get really tired when what?
Oh my
Julie,
god.
I'm sorry.
I did not see.
Oh my god, Julie!
It's so far. I'm sorry.
Freaking!
Just take this one.
Okay, that'll help.
It's not color coded.
Put it on the floor.
It's not color coded. That's
No.
fine. I can see it. Mine's like the darkest. So
No.
I'm looking at it, Haley. I'm sorry.
But that's really ugly if you're looking at the ground.
I just need to see it, honey.
Take that.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
21 Savage. I'm sorry. Let me read this, okay? It's so far away from me. It's like it's all the way there.
It's called Put It Here.
Do not touch it. Seriously.
Yeah. Haley being the 3-year-old child she is.
3.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Wait, what's the last? Okay, I'm not in it, so whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's it say?
I'm so tired of having a crappy sword. I'm always worried that an enemy with a better sword than mine will defeat me. I need to find a quality, affordable sword.
Wow, look no further. Wait, what is this? Oh, frick, I was reading here. I'm sorry.
It's sort of, that's the Samurai X sword.
Well,